listening to the all-new Grindtime Sports Talk in the Mornings with Baldhead and DB. Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe. Check us out Monday through Friday on the Grindtime Media Network.
Grind time, top of the morning. DB, what's good with it?
Man, grind time, top of the morning, man. What's going on, man? Late nights, early mornings, because what's happening?
Late nights, early mornings. Championship rounds, baby. Championship rounds, man.
Championships, man.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
I love to see champions, man, and we got one. We got one in the hometown of St. Louis now, bro. One of our basketball players is at the top of the basketball roster on his team, and he led his team to an NBA championship. Talking about Jason Tatum and the Finals MVP, Jaylen Brown. Yeah, they went ahead and smoked your boys last night, man. Sent them on home, bro. Luka can work on his attitude this offseason. He need to bring that weight down a little bit. And he need to ship a couple guys up out of there, to be honest with you. I think his co-star need to be need to be more than Kyrie, man. I like Kyrie, but Kyrie isn't a number 2 in the NBA no more. You know, I think he was able to be a number 2 with LeBron, but when you think about it, DB, he was only really able to be a number 2 like he was with LeBron because they got Kevin Love. You know, they had other big people. You know, they had Kevin Love, they had Tristan Thompson. They just had, for the most part, a real big team there. So you could kind of hide the lack of defense from Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving don't have no defense. Luka Doncic don't play no defense. Bro, it's a miracle that the Mavericks was there. Easily Minnesota's the team that, to me, that should have been there. The best team in the NBA in the Western Conference is the Denver Nuggets to me still. They were the ones who probably were supposed to be there. But unfortunately, the dominoes fell how they fell, man, and Dallas was there. But they was way overmatched by the Celtics. Celtics ended up winning that series 4-1. Did you see the highlights of the game? Because I already know you didn't watch the game.
Man, so I didn't. But I agree on you when we talking about Kyrie, the man, and the defense, and Luka, no defense. They don't have no defense, man, and I didn't. I would have liked to have caught the ceremony, but I had fell asleep. Honestly, I fell asleep, man.
Well, just take a look at the screen. You'll catch a couple glimpses of the ceremony right there, bro. You see everything you need to see. JB, Finals MVP. To me, they robbed my guy last night, man. They robbed Tatum of his Finals MVP, but I'm not mad about it, obviously, because he let it be too close between him and Jaylen Brown. And I guess they just went with the guy who started the series off hot. And then JT had those first 2 bad games, man, where he just didn't shoot the ball well. But I just feel like the Finals MVP is not just a scoring title. It's not just for scoring. It's for overall game. Jason Tatum's defense, his rebounding more than anything. He led his teams in rebounds in the Finals. His defense, his rebounding, and his assists overall through all 5 games, I just feel like Jason Tatum should have won it.
Yeah, me too, man. And you know that's crazy, man. How this gave Jaylen Brown MVP like that, man. You know what? If I was Jason Tatum, man, I would request to be traded. I gotta go.
What?
Yeah, man, I gave y'all a ring. I'm taking my talents elsewhere, man.
Bro, you crazy, man. I mean,
Yeah.
now answer me this though. What would that look like? I mean, let's be honest. Let's think if he actually wanted to do that. It'll look like he a straight hater, bro.
Well, nah, y'all played me. You know what I'm saying? Look, I worked hard for that.
But the team don't have the team don't have nothing to do with you getting Finals MVP, bro. That's judged by a whole nother group of people. So why would you want to be traded from the team? Is what I'm saying.
Well,
you want him to get Jaylen Brown out of there?
Don't get Jaylen Brown out of there.
Right.
Just, you know, he could just go ahead and explore his options, take his talent elsewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you a hater, man. You just trying to break up the squad, man. Let them guys live, man. Them guys, you know the crazy thing about that game last night, it was just like the Mavericks game. It was over like within the first 10 minutes of the game. It was already blowing them out, had 15-point lead. It was like, it's clearly over. Like these guys are that close to the trophy. They got y'all down by 15. Ain't no climbing back in this one.
No. And that's crazy, man, because, I mean, I like the fact, listen, so I'm happy Denver won in it. I'm happy.
Right.
No Denver. I like Boston, too. You know what I'm saying? I like Boston. Jason Tatum, that's our guy. You know what I'm saying? That's the home team. You know what I mean?
The guy, man.
Brown, Jaylen, you know what I mean? I told you, I like Jaylen Brown, too.
That's your guy.
You know what I'm saying? So, you
want him on the Lakers, but that's your guy.
I ain't taking that. Right. They still send him to the Lakers, but you know what I'm saying.
Jaylen Brown will look good in yellow and purple, man. He would, bro. JB, I could see that.
Yeah. Like they probably need to set that up in the off season, man. But Kyrie, like you say, man. He's so small, man.
Mm-hmm.
He is an offensive problem.
He's a defensive liability.
My bad. Yeah, he's a defensive liability. And when you don't show up on offense too, that really just help offset everything. And then you turn around, Luka, he not running. Like you say, man, stuff go bad for him. He get the limping.
But stuff go bad for him. He get the limping. But last night, I kind of saw that Luka, he gave up in that game, really. That's one thing. I don't like when cats give up. I hold it against LeBron for giving up that 1 year, the J.R. Smith game. I don't like seeing cats give up. I give Luka props. At least he didn't give up until this last game. But he gave up in that game last night. But I don't blame him. He didn't have no help pretty much the whole time, bro. Like, I didn't know I was going to be so much of a Luka apologist at this point because I ain't the biggest fan of him. But I got to be honest, bro. Dude played his butt off, and he really didn't get no help. Kyrie didn't show up enough. Those 2 games he did show up, they lost the first game when they first got to Dallas, when he finally showed up. And then the second game, they won it. But, it was just kind of hard to judge that one because it was so much of a blowout. So, to me, in all of the games where it mattered, Kyrie really didn't show up to help Luka, man. Not from an offensive standpoint. If he could have been the 30, 40-point scorer on those games where they lost, I think maybe they would have won one of those. Maybe it'd be 3-2 right now, as opposed to a 4-1 series and it's over.
Yeah, and Kyrie had 15 points this game.
15 or 16. Right? Yeah, it's like the second or third game in this series he didn't had a low scoring percentage like that.
Yeah, you're right, and that ain't gonna get it, man. And I'm gonna say this. Because the fact that I'm glad to see that Jaylen Brown got it, because I feel like they wouldn't have got it if they didn't get it this time. And then
you don't think they would have got one?
Nuh-uh. And then the fact that man, Kyrie going back to get him a ring without LeBron, I was kind of rooting for him, but you should have never left him. You know what I'm saying? You should have went back home when you're supposed to at La Sona. Now then they turned around and made it harder for you to go back to the team up with them.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, hey man, it is what it is, man. But
Kyrie no longer 1-1 in the finals. Now he 1-2. He lost 2 finals now, and My question to you about that though, the Kyrie LeBron thing. So, do you think, let's say Kyrie stayed in Cleveland, right? Let's say that he never requested to leave. Do you think that LeBron ends up in LA if Kyrie stayed in Cleveland and maybe they would have won one of those titles that Kevin Durant and the Warriors, let's say they would have won one of those, they split it. The Warriors win one and then Kyrie and LeBron win one. Do you think LeBron leave Cleveland then? Or you think they keep that team together?
I think they keep that team together.
Think?
Yeah, I think they keep their team together. Probably add a piece to it.
Maybe add a piece,
you know
yeah.
I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I don't think it would have went like that. You know.
I don't know, man. I think. But now that we have seen LeBron play for the Lakers, though, man, don't it seem like he belonged on? Man, it seemed like LeBron belonged on the Lakers more than the Cavaliers to me.
Yeah. Nah, and maybe he would have still left at some point in time because, like you said, it's a big market, and he's the biggest. You know what I mean? Pause. You know.
And so I don't think Kyrie should wait around on his career and wait to see what LeBron gonna do. I actually respect the fact. You know what? It's a small level of respect in me for the fact that Kyrie took his career in his own hands, and regardless of how big of a personality and a player LeBron was, he was like, "Hey, I just want to take control of my own career. I just want to move on my own beat. I don't want to wait to see what LeBron's gonna do to make my decision."
Yeah, and but you know, even then, man, before he went to Brooklyn, he still could have went and followed LeBron. He
didn't want to.
You know what I mean?
But you remember at that time he didn't want to. He wanted to prove he could win without LeBron.
Without LeBron, yeah, he wanted to prove y'all without LeBron. So, I mean, is he good enough now? I mean, I still take him. Send him to the Lakers. We'll still take him. Add him. He'll be a piece on the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Kind of blend in and
help the Lakers because the Lakers stuck on 17 now. So you can help the Lakers get that 18th chip, huh?
Yeah. Put that work in. You know what I mean? Or you know, I know. We might wait and see and find Barney and LeBron down in Dallas. You know?
Yeah, because they talking about the Mavericks possibly wanting to draft Bronny in the first round, as opposed to letting him slip to the second round to the Lakers. Because you know Bronny is in the first round. He's not a lottery pick right now, but obviously anybody could use their lottery pick to pick him. They could be thinking, well, if we picking Bronny, we actually getting two players because LeBron's gonna come and sign with us too. So that could be a strategy for a lot of teams going into the offseason and into the NBA draft. But I don't think Bronny and LeBron puts the Mavericks over the hump though, DB. Bronny's game has to develop. LeBron's gonna come there the person that he is right now, but now you would have LeBron down there in Dallas with Kyrie and Luka. Where's the big? I'm used to seeing LeBron play with a big man. He usually got a decent big man like a Chris Bosh or Anthony Davis or what's the white guy? Kevin Love. I'm just used to LeBron having a pretty good big man on the side of him when he wins his championships. I ain't never seen him win one without it.
Yeah, well, maybe you got on that turn lively up, man. And another thing, which kind of be hard, but you know
he clearly hit his ceiling.
Yeah, you have to say right. They got to do something with him.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it is enough. Get him a decent big man with some height to him, man, and
like who?
I mean,
so you don't think Gafford enough? I don't think Gafford enough.
I don't think he had enough, but even with Lively 7-1, he get a little more aggressive to kind of keep cats out the paint a little bit. You know, I think he still kind of do a little damage with him, but you still got him. You still got LeBron, Luka, and Kyrie. Them still three big. You know what I mean? Like that right there between the three of them. That's like what.
Yeah, but ultimately, look at these finals though. The X factor in these finals was that bench. The X factor was Derek White. It was Jrue Holiday. It was bringing Kristaps Porzingis in off the bench. They even had Porzingis in last night. That to me is why that game last night was going the way of game one. Like you said, because you said early in this finals, you said Kristaps Porzingis was a problem. Just kind of coming back and what he brings to their team just kind of really, like, they already a good team that match up well with Dallas, but Kristaps Porzingis literally pushed them over the top, almost like a Kevin Durant addition to the Warriors. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. He pushed them over the top. Yep. He gave them that edge they needed, and and man,
think Dallas couldn't recover from it.
I think they can, man. They need to, but they have to make some changes. They gotta add some pieces and give some pieces, man. Cause you got guys who can't really show up, guys not really shooting the three, man.
Yeah.
The defense is trash, man. At some point in time, honestly, they picked apart the number one defense in the league, but when you don't do it the next series, man, it just make it seem like it was all a fluke.
They scored 19. No, that's the Dallas. I'm looking at the wrong game. I'm trying to see the game stats. But yeah, they lose last night 106-88. They scored. Yeah, they got outscored in that first quarter by 10 points. It was 28-18. Then in the second quarter, they gave up almost 40 points. They gave up 39. So by the half, they was down by almost 20 points. Yeah, that game was over with quick. Like I said, I saw Luka last night, the body language. It looked like he gave up early in that fight. But I don't blame him, man, because, like I said, he just didn't have no co-stars show up for him.
Man, they killed them on rebounds and assists. They killed Maverick. They killed the Mavs on rebounds and assists. Mavs had 35 rebounds and 18 assists.
Yeah, bro. Who was the Mavericks' leading rebounder last night?
Man.
Luka Doncic with 12. Luka had 28, 5 assists, and 12 rebounds, man. Man, Luka Doncic is good for nothing, bro. Like, he don't even... Yeah. Like, in a garbage game where it looked like he clearly done conceded the fight, bro, he still put up 28 points and grabbed 12 boards, man. And his big man, Gafford, I don't know, man. Maybe they need to get rid of Gafford. What's the 11 minutes about?
He gotta go. He gotta go, man. Him and Lively. Lively played 24 minutes. They gotta go. They gotta go.
That's crazy. You think he tried to match up small with them last night? Clearly, because 11 and 24 minutes, they didn't play much.
They didn't play much. And then what I was gonna say was he tried to match up small with them last night. And not only that, he tried to pull one of them stunts he pulled from the last game that got them that win.
What's that?
Didn't work by subbing guys out.
Yeah.
Keeping guys. And they ate that up, man. They didn't.
Yeah, I know.
That ain't work.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway didn't bring that fourth quarter magic into this game at all.
That
yeah,
didn't work.
They only gave Hardaway 9 minutes, man. He clocked 0-0, 0-0-0. Bro, I don't know how that happens, man. Like, what do you just go out there, just stand there? You don't touch nothing. You don't get a steal. You don't swipe at the ball, bro. You don't get a deflection, not nothing.
Say he go out there with his finger up in the air.
That's his defense, huh?
Yeah, that's his defense.
Yeah, man. They giving Green a lot of minutes, man. 22 minutes, 14 points. Kyrie, man, 41 minutes, 15 points, 9 assists. He got the teammates involved and 3 rebounds, man. Horrible game for Kyrie. What you think about Kyrie going into the offseason, DB? You think is it something he need to shore up? You think the Mavericks need to be thinking run it back with Luka and Kyrie as the 1A and 1B? Or what? You think they need to add another big piece to the Mavericks?
They need to add some. They need to add another piece to them. Honestly, add another piece, and add another big piece. Add a couple big pieces, and you need another big man. You need a big man who can shoot the three, who can spread the flow. That's what you need. You need another bigger piece to help you. You need to work on the bench a little bit. Y'all need to work on y'all bench a little bit. You know what I mean?
Bro, do Kyrie and Luka work together? Do they even work? Like, can they win a chip? Now that you've seen it?
They work. They do work together some, man. But I just think that they need. I think they need the help, man. I think right now it's not going to work because other teams have seen. Honestly, they've seen they're exposed to there's no defense. I don't know how they didn't see that in the beginning. Teams that see that in the beginning of, you know what I mean, knowing that they ain't got no defense, we can cook them. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, but some of them guys are supposed to be defensive guys. I think Jones is a defensive guy. I think Hardaway Jr. is supposed to be somewhat of a defensive guy, especially the way that they've been utilizing. You're not being used for your offense, so at least go out there and play some defense. Like I was saying the other day, man, don't go out there with all zeros and lead a game. At least pick up a couple of fouls. Like a foul here and there is playing defense because it's stopping easy baskets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some of them guys just going out there just going out there just so they can get their check, bro.
Yeah, just so they can get their check, man. And I agree with you, man. And like I said, I think Luka and Kyrie do go good together. But I think they need some more, and they need to add some more pieces, man. Like you say,
yeah,
they need to hire Kyrie. They need to do a lot of hiring because Luke, Cats already know Luka ain't playing no defense, so ain't no fear there.
So what's up with that? Can he win without shoring that up? Can Luka win a championship without fixing his defense, fixing how bad he is on defense, bro? Like
he can, but he gonna need them extra pieces around him to help kick in to give him to compliment him.
Yeah, but teams just gonna hunt him. The Celtics hunted Luka the whole series, DB. Whoever he came up, he went and tried to get on a weak player, but immediately that weak player knew to go to that ball and set that screen and get Luka on the ball handler. It worked almost every time.
Yeah, they need a couple nice two-way players, man. They need, you know what I mean, some two-way players. He probably do need to step up his defense some, because defense
he got to.
Be needed. It will be needed, man.
And they need him on the court too much, so ain't no subbing you out, bro. You gotta shore it up. You either gonna play it, bro. He better look at what the Celtics just did to them. He either gonna play defense like Jaylen Brown them, bro, or it's just not gonna happen for Luka. And he got the ability just offensively to make it very far. But the playoffs is such a long grind and process. You eventually gonna run into that defensive team that put a cheer in front of you or that expose you on the other side of the ball on your defense.
Yeah, I agree. He got to do something different.
Yeah, man. Yeah, well, that was a good game, man. Celtics get their 18th championship. Jaylen Brown last night is the Finals MVP, man. I feel like Jason Tatum got snubbed for the Finals MVP. Last night, Tatum was the best Celtic, regardless of how you looking at his shooting percentage and how everything's going. He played 45 minutes, scored 31 points, 11 assists, 8 rebounds. Jaylen Brown only had 21 points last night, 6 assists and 8 rebounds. In the closeout game, I'm like, Jaylen Brown he averaged only 22 points for the series, like 21, 22 points. That's not a clear runaway Finals MVP.
Right.
We all know, and everybody who voted for Jaylen Brown knows, that Jason Tatum led that team all season. He had a decent NBA Finals, man. Give JT the MVP. It's almost like they gave it to Jaylen Brown just so we could talk about it this morning, DB.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And even though everybody, see, the thing about it is, people like the fact that, man, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum nice, but I think they're different. They're like, you know what I mean? Like, they're a little different. I think Jaylen Brown has that edge to him, man, that people like. You know what I mean?
They say he's the leader. He talk more. Jason Tatum kind of a mute to a degree.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And that kind of takes away from, I hate to say it, from his likability. You know what I mean?
Tatum's or Brown's?
Tatum's.
From Tatum's, right. Just kind of like not talking so much and being to himself.
You know what I mean? And then
But that's that Kobe Bryant, though. He was trained by Kobe, bro. That's that Kobe personality, right? That's what Jason Tatum got to me.
Well, nah, not so much, because Kobe talked a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but Kobe talks stuff and talk crazy. I don't think that's JT's personality, so I think he's just to himself.
Yeah, he's to himself, and he's too quiet for the people, man. Honestly, it's either they gonna like it or they ain't gonna like it. And I think they would have liked it better if he played a little better during some of them games when they gave before they gave Jaylen Brown, you know, the first MVP.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think that's where it kind of snowballed from. You know what I mean? And then
you talking about the Eastern Conference Finals MVP?
Yeah. And then when you wasn't showing up, I mean, like you kind of like them big shots. People was excited for you to hit when you wasn't hitting them to close out them games. I think that affected you also. You know what I mean? And it kind of shunned the people and made the people turn to look at Jaylen Brown. And I think that's where it kind of snowballed for Jaylen Brown also to be like, hey, well, now I'm a likable guy. You know, I already been fighting for it, and now it's here. You know what I mean? And so that's what I think personally. Because look at Kawhi. Kawhi guy too. You know what I mean? People like Kawhi. You know what I mean?
Who? Who other than his teammates? Don't nobody ever have nothing to say about Kawhi. Kind of like they don't be having much to say about Jason Tatum. Kind of the same way.
Right, but what he did was still like when he won that ring, it put a lot of light on him, and you know what I mean, and it was big for him. Yeah, on Kawhi, and it was big for him, and like it was like a perfect timing for him. You know what I mean? To where I ain't saying Jason Tatum is not respected, and he's not liked, but like even though there's a lot of people that do like Kawhi Leonard, and because but he's quiet.
To a fault.
To a fault. Remember, man, you know what I'm saying? It's like you know somebody that, man, he always quiet, man. He quiet, man. He dude quiet, man. You know what I'm saying? But and don't nobody mess with him because he quiet, he cool. You know what I'm saying? Like he laid back, but he don't be on that.
Like, bro, don't be messing with nobody. Leave him alone.
Yeah, leave him alone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think that's what it is with Kawhi, and you know, Jason Tatum right now. I think he kind of got the people pissed off right now. So.
I guess, man, because they showed snubbed him last night. I thought that Finals MVP was clearly his. The only thing that I could think that maybe they was taking away from him, and I saw this the whole series from him, man. Jason Tatum got to the basket a lot in the series and was missing layups. Last night he missed about 4 late. It's like he going too fast. He right there at the cup. Nobody's even there, and it's too hard off the backboard like 3 or 4 times. He did it the whole series, man. And what that was to me, he was just nervous, man. I think he wanted it bad. I think he wanted the Finals MVP bad. You could say, especially after finding out, you know, what Nick Young said about Steph Curry and Kevin Durant, how Kevin Durant was trying to give Steph Curry that second Finals MVP, but Steph kept missing the whole game. I think it's the same thing. I think he wanted it so bad, just like Steph then, just couldn't hit nothing. You know, not even close baskets, man. He wanted it, and I think Jason Tatum was kind of hurt from Jaylen Brown winning it. But it is what it is, because I think it would have been both ways. I think Jaylen Brown would have felt some type of way if Jason Tatum would have won it. But man, Jaylen Brown did the right thing to me. He stepped up there. He said, man, I share this with my brother JT. This ours, man. That's kind of like how I looked at it. Like, bro, as close as they are, whoever win it, I would be like, man, this our trophy. We both won it. Like, it's 2 MVPs. And Jaylen Brown did that when he stepped up there and he got on the mic, bro.
Yeah, and that's what's up, man. That's being honorable. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I mean that's what's up. It'd be even better if he said, man, nah, this doesn't belong to me. This belongs to Jason Tatum.
Well, you can't do that because the people made the decision. Because you can give it to him, but he know he didn't get it because they didn't vote for him. So I mean, would you want that? I wouldn't.
Right, I wouldn't. Right.
I appreciate him saying what he said. Like, yeah, this ours. I'd be like, yeah, right on, bro. That's what's up. But I ain't taking your trophy. They gave it to you. It's your trophy. I gotta get back here and get my own. Yeah.
I gotta get my own. Right. I agree with that. Also,
Which,
you know what I mean?
And what does that mean? That basically says, hey, I gotta make sure we get back to another championship and win. So that's the motivation for the next championship, bro.
Yeah, but I think, like I say, man, I don't think they won't be back next year.
I get it that they won't be back next year, but answer me this. Do you think that the Boston Celtics get their 19th championship with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown? Do Do they get another one at some point?
No.
Their entire starting lineup coming back next year.
Well, it don't matter. Look at Denver. Can nobody see Denver?
Yeah, but Denver lost Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown was a big part of them winning that championship.
You don't think that they gonna make no type of what's name? And another thing, man. Let me tell you how they gonna get it next year. And I ain't saying that it's not capable or one of. It's gonna take one of them years like it was this year. Or you got players hurt.
You mean with the injuries?
Injuries. It's going to be an injury thing going on. You know what I mean? And they just flown through the cracks, man. They flown through the cracks and getting them perfect timely matchups. I think that's what's going to happen. Of course, I know you got to win a certain amount of games to even get to where you got to go, but
right.
You know, that's going to be the easy part considering the fact where y'all let over there in the East. You know, and who y'all got to go through. You know what I mean? Maybe they don't. Maybe the Pacers give them a pile up next year. You know what I mean? We just don't know. But I don't think that they would.
The East was the better. The East to me was the better conference this year. The East to me was the better conference. They had the team that had the number one record the entire season. That team had a gap on the rest of it. Well, not necessarily the two teams at the top of the Western Conference. The Celtics was up on them by like maybe 8 games for most of the season. Probably, I think they ended up like maybe 7 games over the team in the West with the most wins. But the Eastern Conference was the better conference, man. They had obviously the number one team who won the championship, the Boston Celtics, beat the best team, beat the best of the West. Because the best of the best is these Mavericks. And these guys did not score 100 points in 4 of the 5 games that they played in the finals. Bro, that means So whose defense was better? Was it the Western Conference defense or the Eastern Conference defense? Because the Minnesota Timberwolves didn't hold the Mavericks under 100 points. They were scoring 100 points every night.
I think it was like a repeat of what happening with Minnesota and Dallas. I think that the Mavericks tried to do their best to play the defense. They tried to play to stop the Celtics, but they can't do nothing with them. They were too small, and they kind of exhausted them out, and it kind of showed on the other end also. I think they had something to do with it also, to a point. But even with the fact that they couldn't do nothing with them defensively, it still made it look like something on the offense to where they just couldn't do nothing. They couldn't score. And the Celtics did play good defense. I ain't gonna say they didn't play good defense. They did play
awesome
good defense. And they had a lot of guys to do switch offs. You know what I mean? Like there wasn't no getting tired. And then they gotta understand, man. They just had to play this hard against the Minnesota Timberwolves. They had to turn around and we got to do the same thing against Boston.
Well, the Celtics had a series before this too. They just swept theirs. They swept the Pacers. That's all. I mean, but the Celtics had to play a series before this too, so they came into the finals tired, just like y'all was tired, man. There ain't no difference. It's basketball. It's 48 minutes. It's possession versus possession.
Yeah, but I just that Pacers and Celtics that was crap. That was crap.
Yeah, I kind of agree too. I agree with you just because that's my team, the Pacers. It definitely was crap, but hey, man, Boston didn't go out there playing dirty. They didn't hurt nobody. So it is what it is, man. Injuries are a part of the game, bro. Them boys just got bust, man. Boston rolled through the Eastern Conference, bro. They rolled through the West. They rolled through the NBA Finals, man. And they the NBA champions, got their 18th banner. They now the number one team in the NBA with the most championships. They just broke their tie with the Lakers with that 17-17. So when do you think the Lakers get number 18? You think it happens with LeBron?
I don't know. That's the thing. We gotta see where LeBron going. If LeBron stay, what pieces they adding, what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so much to with that. You know what I mean? Is AD gonna be able to sustain another year of playing straight through, no injuries? And when he get down to the wire, will you stay strong the whole way through it? That's
Right.
what that's gonna determine. You know what I mean? And I'm so sick of that dude, man. It's ridiculous.
Trade him. Trade him to the Pacers.
And yeah, and
Take
give
Miles
us
Turner, right?
Yeah, and give us Miles Turner.
Oh boy, LA will be on fire. Yeah, that'll be a good pickup, bro.
Yeah,
That'll be a good pickup. That wouldn't happen, but I think that would be an upgrade personally for LeBron.
It will, and he's stronger.
He's stronger. He's bigger. He don't get hurt. Never hurt.
No. And
AD hurt every time he fall.
Yeah.
Miles Turner always playing.
And he shoot the three.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. That would be nice. And then you wouldn't have that big personality that it need to be Miles Turner. We'll know it's LeBron's team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Brian just too old for it to be his team anymore though, cuz Brian gotta do something like what you was suggesting, man. Go join the Mavericks where he know he not the best player and he could just fall back and just be the second best player. The problem with the Lakers to me with LeBron is he have to on most nights be Batman. And I just think he just done being Batman because he need to be Alfred or he need to be Robin.
So he need to be Alfred or Robin, huh?
One of them, man.
Yeah. Or, you know, he like Alfred or I don't know. That's kind of, I think an adventure. I say an adventure. Cause you know, I think Alfred too, because Alfred, you know, he kind of.
Alfred was a big part of Batman's.
And that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So he had to be Alfred versus, and not Robin. You know what I mean? Cause he's still.
Alfred is almost like a coach. It's like a coach, as opposed to like what Robin is, like a teammate. Alfred is like a coach. That's just where I feel like LeBron is. Obviously, he still play the game, but what he bring to a team more than his ability nowadays is his experience, man, his knowledge. Like LeBron is a wealth of knowledge for a good team like the Dallas Mavericks. Like I think LeBron could help Luka a lot. Like that'd be amazing to like pair him with Luka just from the mental perspective. Luka already cold, but add whatever LeBron could help him. Oh man, yeah, that boy will probably go to the next level with that.
And then just think how much that's gonna boost up Kyrie's confidence level.
Right, he have his daddy back, man. His daddy back, man. He won with LeBron before. He was like, Dad, you're home.
Yeah, you're home. Yeah, right.
Daddy's home. Yeah.
It'll do something for him.
Oh yeah. It'll definitely do something for him. It'll walk him into his second championship. Something that it seemed like it's gonna be way tougher for him to get than he ever thought, man. Because when he went to Brooklyn with that KD thing, man, I think that they just knew that they was gonna win the championship, cuz and been a long time coming, man. And then all y'all thought Kyrie was gonna get one this year. Not happening, bro. Not happening. Well, it's always the off season, man. That's all I got, man. It's just that NBA tonight. Unless you got something else, what you got?
Man, honestly, man, I don't got nothing right now. Hands is washed right now. You know, we had a good weekend. You know, leading to this nice finals game.
Yeah, that was pretty much dominated yesterday for me, just the finals.
Yeah. So you know, I really don't have to nothing at all, honestly. But you know, man, it was a good season.
It was a good season, man. That's what I was just gonna ask you, man. That completes our NBA season and our NBA coverage overall as far as the season go. Obviously, we're gonna be talking about the trades and the moves and the off season and the draft and all of that. But for the most part, man, we just closed the book on the season today, baby. Boston Celtics are your NBA champions, man. 18th title. Jaylen Brown is the finals MVP, man. JT, man, hometown boy. Brought it home for his folks, man. I'm proud of my folks, man.
You are listening to the all-new Grindtime Sports Talk in the Mornings with Baldhead and DB. Check us out Monday through Friday on the Grindtime Media Network.
Check us out Monday through Friday on the Grindtime Media Network. I'm Baldhead. This is DB. We signing off for today, y'all. Peace.
Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe. You are listening to the all-new Grindtime Sports Talk in the Mornings with Baldhead and DB.